What's good? What's good? I'm exhausted. It's been a long but good week. I think this is going to be my last video for a while. I've found the catharsis and the answers and the connection I was looking for. And if I continue down the path I'm going, I'm just going to turn into a Tim Pool knockoff. So if you don't know who that is and you somehow stumble upon this video, go to his channel. You'll find the content you want. But it's not forever. I've made my prediction that Trump is going to win, and I'm just not going to engage until after the election. I still have the van that I was living in, and I still am making payments on it. And I'm so blessed to be surrounded by friends who are going to help me convert it. And we're going to convert it into a camper van. And if I don't keep it, because that'd be cool, one of them might buy it, or I'm going to sell it, options. But that's going to keep me busy for the next few months. But to what end? And so I just wanted to share this story with you. I was engaging in a moment of deep reflection, and the question, why do I do this, came to my mind. Not specifically the reflection, because this quarantine has been lovely in being able to just sit with myself and really dig into my mind. But that's what I was doing. I was digging in my mind and analyzing, why do I do this? And so here's the story I want to tell you. It was actually a day, much like today, a very beautiful, sunny July summer day last year. I was driving to work when, on the bridge ahead of me, I saw some commotion. And so I slowed down to survey the situation when I saw an individual straddling the railway on a bridge to, if they were to fall, a 30-foot drop onto concrete. And that would have sucked because they would have potentially lived. And that's not what they wanted. And so a passerby flags me down and says, "Yo, call 911." And I pull over and I call 911 and I'm on the phone with dispatch. And in moments like these, because this is a true story, in moments like these, you remember a lot of little details. I was wearing blue pants and one of these shirts because I have 5 of them. And I had sunglasses on. And in that moment, I knew I needed to be a human. And so I ripped my sunglasses off and I threw them on the sidewalk and I approached this individual. I knew I needed to be able to make eye contact. And I did. And I said, "My name is Andrew. You don't want to do this. What is your name?" And they told me their name. And I'm not going to tell you because privacy, obviously. And I noticed that they had a giant cut on their arm and a United States Marine Corps tattoo. And so I stayed there with them for a moment until the police arrived. And I said, hey, I'm going to go talk to the police because I don't want them to startle you. They're right behind you. So just you stay here. I'm going to go talk to them, okay? And then I walked very quickly to the officer and I shook his hand. And that took him back a little bit because he probably was not expecting that in that moment. But there's a funny Family Guy bit where Peter stops drinking and he turns into a, "Hi, I'm a hug, handshake, or high five dad." I'm that guy. If we interact, we're gonna hug, handshake, or high five, like based on how our relationship is. I just love humans. I love existence is so beautiful. And I'm so thankful to be surrounded by an amazing community of people. And so the officer told me that they knew this individual, that they had a history. And so he said, we're going to approach and if I need your help, I want you to jump in and grab an arm." And so I said, "Okay, I'm on your left," and flanked him on his left and followed him in pursuit. The individual recognized the officer, which really frustrated me when I was assessing the aftermath because the system has failed this person so badly that they had such a relationship with the officer. And so he was talking and approaching and talking and approaching, and I could just vibe off of him. And he looked at me, and I just knew. And he went in, and I went in. He grabbed an arm, and I grabbed an arm, and we yanked them down. And he held them down. They fought a little bit, but eventually they calmed down. Paramedics came in. I walked away. Obviously, I had to stay and give a statement, but this life is such a gift, and you're going to experience hardships. And that's why you need community behind you. And that's why you need your family. And that's why the division in this country just hurts so much. Individual expression of personality, of existence, of your consciousness. That's why we're here. That's what this gift is. Thank you. I haven't really told that story to like anyone besides my previous partner. So, when I left my corporate job, there were a lot of reasons. One of them was the fact that I no longer wanted to work for a company that would randomly drug test me. This idea of bodily autonomy, my body, my choice, that's an individual freedom that transcends gender and is a freedom. That's something we need to talk about. But after the election, because I just want to share with you my mission and vision statement. So I quit my job years ago in 2017, and I'm just now getting around to kind of bringing stuff together. But my vision statement: we seek to contribute to the elevation of the collective consciousness. Very broad, very vague, but is a lot like digging, where you can spend lifetimes doing it. And there's not really a wrong way to do it. You're just exploring. Okay, so that's the vision statement, just super broad. But now, how are we going to accomplish that vision? How are we going to contribute to that? Okay, mission statement. We're going to use powerlifting, philosophy, and philanthropy as a platform to discourse on consciousness and community and their importance to a healthy existence. Now, there's a whole lot to unpack there, and I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to work really hard on this van, and I'm going to sell it, and then I'm going to try to work hard and save money, because my home base is going to be a gym in my community. Community fitness. Because money should not be an obstacle to health and wellness. So I want to try to build something that is really affordable, but also really effective, because like that individual, the system has failed them so hard. So if you've watched any of my videos, thank you so much, because I really am passionate about people and humanity. in existence. So, comrades, and I do say that ironically, if I don't post another video, I'll see you in the gulags.